Katoosa mudisa Kyenjojo Bishop ona asabere ngo kayire Bishop agumise ngo nikukayire emitima y'abantu nikukayire abantu kuganyirangana. Yes, reconciliation and unity, kuganyirangana kwegarukanganamo habo kulinda obusinge no garaho eteka tuyikirize ngo akaruru kandi ngo bunde binte byabayiremo abandi bikatucumbagiza muno byatutaze mitima abandi tuwayangana abandi amaka muwaganagaho abandi osangoli haredukemu wewe bintu byensi binabizibu haro abandi bakekwasa bagenzi babo ona kuteresemu Mr. Ni wandeterize na gwate mukaguza akaruru nyoka nyine kamu hati nyo ndaka no nagenzireyo kuri kaba kusinga naho ninyo natirere akaruru kuri ninyo natirere akaruru naho kaba kandi kuno hati umuntu usanga ngo cyaro bunda kujunanire busa baito bundi ngo habwo obundi bigambi yakozesebwaga ahantu wahande obundi abo busungo obundi habwa akaruru kabintu bintu bingi muno abantu mitima yabo ehutazibo muno kandi bacheke muno mitima yabo micheke muno ehutazibo muno. So ngumuni yebe byona Bishop wonu agumise ngo niko kayire abantu muganyirengane unohambyola business yago kwa akakomananga urema kumugusa ondu nguto kwikara hano ukakomananga oli omukazi ngo ati nyo wibo tucyazigayita ukakomananga nyo wende ndwananga hati tuwangane amaka gaseseke kamaze nkukyerera kalino dene nyije tubazewe itwe na hamu turolo wanyu okwinywe embera eri eta.
This pilgrimage has taken place at an important moment in the life of our nation. We as a country have gone through general elections, a period that often brings anxiety, tension, and division, but also joy. And as people of faith, as we recognize the continued need for healing, reconciliation, and renewed commitment to the common good, I want to thank the government for gazetting this place as a pilgrimage and tourism site.
Tugendekea reconciliation and peace building. Abantu bekengo na halevo eyabandi kuhakana tukatumpayimarizo nangwa recording zimcyaye tuzine hamu musigaze mu bembezo weminyeto mucyari kimutina kibazibara uwaga mu mukazi wowe akana hagira umuntu wundi uwe nahagira Tom yasingira akaruru umukazi bajya mu ntaro umukazi atayangana agenda kandi imagine ngo abantu bake that extent akaruru kayikiza abantu hari yego level timanyire owanye mbera eta chairman mbera ni kweri yeti abandi bayikera lengo. I think reconciliation ni kintu kikuru, reconciliation and peace building kikuru muno hako akaruru kahuyire ebicweke bimo kahuyire tuchene ya refuse yendi.
Yes, so nambona statement gyosoma ka hansa ka black ako kali boarded yako.
We may have lost the election, but we never lost our purpose, our unity, or our love for Kiegegwa. We may have lost the election, but we never lost our purpose.
Exactly.
Yes, this is good. Our unity or our love for Kiegegwa.
So, such a
this statement is very good. Yes.
No muroramu.
Yes.
Ali hathimu ya kirokinu ya Katoosa. Ya His Grace, Archbishop, wambara archdiocese, yabaira ye kulembize abo kirokinu nenywanisa akasumi akakaruru akatubayire mukanda akatucyale mu yanga Uganda. So, ogo isayina mukopere.
We may have lost the election, but we never lost our purpose. Ngo nitsoba kyamazima kakahuruka kanga kuhika baitu ngo mugasogwa yito gutahweho.
So
our unity and our love for Kiegegwa itahweho. This is simple.
So hati obo bukwenda nibo busemerire kuba n'urugayo ayebale Archbishop okrozi hati obo bukwenda nibo tukubantu etaga kuruganka mu kulembeze akati hariho mu kulembeze ondi kamutanga na karuru kamazire kwanga yaije yagwa no mukifuba mugenzi we yamusiba nkasemerwa mu nawe kisane kikyorekera okrozi although later on nkagenda nasoma mukuru gumo na sankanda akozereki
nandike bita
ahandikire bindi of course ngo muntu no sasa no sasa nico kwetagira bigambo nkabinu na abantu nkabanu abanyadini abakuhumuriza abantu ebitekerezo okrozire bakoreki bakuombeke busyaka bakuhumurize okrozire
ngo haruhana
nyingi nkakora statement nagamba no kasomekano tukwetaga bigambo ebyo kutaza no kutonocha bagenzi bayitu abo bururu butakire kubarangira oyiroho binde kuba bigambo ebyo kubahumuriza so hati no rakemu then ekintu cyo gamba ngo aba bururu butakire then na abakomi kutandika kusoyisa imyangana ngo niwandeterize butahikire yiwo tansagike so hati rire ekyo no wagenda muntu kinomu
aka video kalo karozera hoga ola karuja kantere hunna bawanjo
yabagamba ngo ninyenda aknanga center zanga manya polling station
manyorika chandala urika fekubi mwana we hakaruka center zanje mwazire ngo ba agent timwampa nango
hati rire nke in fact singa bokaino kabanzo kukazana kaino singa bokaino kukanzanira okano hali nyini okwanura kwa kirukino
kakuzo musayijono
koza kwanura kwa kirukino yes
Seja kagambe bigambo bingurika tuli kulika sandale sete zanje timwapa nangwa na kamwe mukanye babi kusiza we kakusumseija bantu waro kaino hano kantu wako kaino hano so
oikiriza tusime munywani waitu bintamanya joram kono gwechom akaruru ka Central Division yakayihai
nange
yakayihai
Joram bintamanya FDC
ya
FDC
ata indictive
wira bono
kana sanali independent akaija independent
is independent now
is independent
akasingira ka
Central Division we mayor rundi chairperson wa Central Division ya Fort Portal Tourism City okrozi
Joram bintamanya
then na kule mwa ajul nanka obururu bugarukira mu kino babara obwa mnywana wawe asingiru wa UPC chief whip Hamson Obua babugaruka mbabara then babara still basigara mnywana wawe chief whip bamusingisize ruwenda abiri na kam yes
nabana bakarungu east bajagaruka mu Sempija
abakarungu
bamulaga Sempija Kalungu east Kalungu east
then kananka area beha ya mnywana wawe
ya Sewungu
Sewungu nayo baina kagarukamu bali bokagarukamu ijora ijamwe ebyo binde bye misango sango bali mbena nabo bakabali busyaka so anti ideally ekitwakwere tagenda okuhingurana nicho kurora anti cyaburamu okukura mu byendema politics nicho kurora anti opposition abakiro bwingi mbagirora nkaki nicho rorire na statement ya mukuru wihanga yakozeregerwe bajo hatenka yitwe abakubambarora ebyendema kandi nka abantu bakwaba kuzire mu byendema bayino obugabe mu byendema kali kokuroraho akakoleka ihanga likurakura yine
nyota oleba nguna
yes banzo
kutera
nika kwe
kukano
mama yangu
MC Levis Comedy.
Kanterera aliho nalebo nugakaruka musinjire mama yangu honalebo wasibota
kujoha
sole
sole yamanyu kashanda leka tulike mukandire sente nguli ba agent bansingo buruna police station yawanyu bansingo nguli agent tumulika nguli mura sente zabandi mukandire sente zona wanzimaraho ati urukunyeteza ngiri sole ngabate abantu
atogwagaruko
Sizo.
ogwagaruko so akasasa muno no sasa nko muntu okirozire no sasa baitate nka akayirako ese muntu bakitakweta gozkwat oherezo muntu ondabe nakukwatira akwana ogaruka mukubi nkebyo okirozire ati nkogo tiyamwetegereza sakusanga kimno yambayira harujoka we nyine muntu we
Kanoga hune bwanja karuba bekare kamutera kasimu
ukozera
una le boriyo nuhogwe una le boriyo oryoha mukatulike muri kachara le muri siza
okirozire so ngo abutukubantukura mu byenkurakurana akime cyoreka obukurora kusigikira abakusoma abahayire entekereza yabo hankurakurana ya mahanga kurugaro rengo rukubanza rwa kabiri rwa kasatu rwa kana rwa katanu bamweta arosto kaba nakoleka ngo ihanga buri kuba aliri harulengo orwa okurakurana ailemanya nkabino bya on your max get set go okirozire ebyebyo bite nuko bikwizera nti kama ko kuroraka koleka ngo ihanga liyimukire nkenyonyo kuko imuka yagenda mwanya take off okirozire nti haino kuba haroho political maturity ekoleka abantu bayino bugabe okwechweramu mu muringo gwe basemere kubana bekulemberwamu okirozire so kando oguma hari obugabo bukoleka nibwo omuntu kumwikiriza akekomero mwe kulembeza kuba nayenda akajya mu kitebe kebyendeme cyakuba nagonza so political parties ziri kama hakokurora haka ihanga erinyakuri ha drive to maturity stage okirozire mbere bitebe byendeme kuba biri byo omugaso gwabyo biri kuterekereza ekikuba kiri mbwe kulembezi okirozire in fact nico jorana hani nkugambira ngo byo biba biriki abe kulembeza abe bitebe byendema ebikwakaniza ebikwabura government baba bali government eya harubaju
parallel shadow government
okirozire ebero government in waiting
na ministers
government in waiting abo kuba baba nebechenchura enu ntikakuba baba nibo bagarukireho mukomo kurataho ensobye zenu government kuberoho niziha batalizigarukamu
na budget bakoleye mbalira yo
okirozire so hati orulengo rwake but when the head of state waizali na shemera obururu bwe miliyoni manyamukaga izasigayireyo okirozire ngusinga zali zizire nti hakubera atacyaroho opposition okirozire that means bo kubeta roho that means ntubantu garukayo kuri mu precondition for take off ntubantu garukayo okirozire bokwano gambangu there would not be opposition that means hatono tugare nyuma hata nakina cyoriyo no struggling amanya middle status manyabiki okirozire yes abokuba kanu kokuroraho akakoreka enkurakurana in fact akubere na struggling anagamba bireka bibeho okirozire bibeho in fact akwa inasima habwa performance yabyo okirozire anyway baito abwakina ningamba kino nti abantu itwena titusemeriro kuba harubajurumu ubokwano yetaga kalitango nicho warolira hano nyo ever since hano nibatandika manya abantu an opposite am one person abokuba ngewe ninyetegerezaho emihanda eyekurabamo amahanga kukura
nate kubaho
kandi kasoma he byendema nima yake yes
challenger
exactly atwera ber kalitango ine kuba inemba juibiri okirozire kandi kalitango nicho orora bageta eyo businge enya kuteka ine nyakurimo ekicumbi tugikiriza no mu byo busubuzi ntugiyetaga okirozire
ngwasano gonzo oli wa mani dekabe nabandi kababemu tumanye ngo anakatire goli yatera no yatero hari bakora draw ngo hata hano baragenda bayingana mu hano hari yamutire muno
so that's it hata kakuba akorora kabaho umupira gukabaho team erimwemo neza na yonka norora so that means hata kwa no gamba ngo there would not be opposition kiba kimanyisa
mukizani oli muwenga
exactly so
atorazana no
nimanyisa kano ngo abantu bayino kwetegereza nti kalitanga yebyendema eyine kuba mu embaju ibiri tosobora kusagika embaju zone tikisoboka
ajya garango mukuru
ajya garange
kwe babiri bonka akwe babiri kankwe babiri ijo garange ampaye abantu babiri bonka yes saidi ni kuzine kuba
0 ananaina kagadena ananaibiri
musanjo 80 nsayina 220 ana mwatoze nabantu babiri neko tugende musaha ibiri zanyi tugina makuru
yoke manyino position netandikira nomuka
muka yawe nyine
etalimu naho tugakura namaka iri mu opposition muka that's why nicho kusangira
ukaza ni kwa kanisa
hello
atenganjani
kuliriza
yego
tour ego
aka mazima gari maletera kimomoramo kandi point yenyene amazima gagambibwa omupiira mu kisaawe nigunyuma abantu bali babiri nibwo gukwagula nigunyuma kurungi omuntu agusambe ogambe nti yeyo n'ebyo bintu nikubbiri okagamba nti kyokumanyisa ngu arazoona opposite kimanyisa nti ebintu naja kukola byo binkwatiireki baitu omuntu okabona mangu omuntu amwesimbireho mazima omuntu amwesimbireho kana abali nakola nagamba nti bwati kankole nankole ijo paka nangarukira kandi ekintu ekindi nyongera kubasiima
sala kana wajja mulyebi alo
agifora nango musajja nakyatusimu
uli akyatusimu kalino oteka bya horudi aija garange eka tuseme non briefly
within such a manner jowakimu
ata
abisonga hakire kana jo speed bareba chama na jowakimu
ebo
amazima gariko opposition ekandi erungi kandi kwe kubizire abantu bagicho ayegamo kandi uri mwimba teka mamani go gukora okiki kwenda kamba opposition yagwire buno terhamuramu bakarga kwabura baza kufuma omuntu noshango we yakwe na buro yango aho kozirekere kanyongera ari katone kuturatungu go karo shango yari yo mukufuma amanyatine cyakozire tayine mugasho tayine makuru ase kikwereka ngo opposition terhamura aho kuri no kuyakwe kandi yaza kufuma okambwe ni watereza karakantu akomushira yashumire mugenzi we no macho twato mwajamani uriya naba kuri zita kariye akuriza amashiko mutabona siyo mukaruru
noreba paka nagaruka mwati paka nakwatangura kale reka tugenda mu makuru mu Lungereza. Yes, the day is today, accept we need BRITOP up. Kale webali reka mukuru agarange.
It's 98.0
Elements, the new package available from
BRITOP Radio 98 FM.
The news in English on 98.0 BRITOP FM.
Good evening. It's 8 p.m. of today, 27th of January 2026. Welcome to BRITOP FM Late Evening News in English. My name is Geoffrey. The top stories: court orders full recount of Kalungu East parliamentary votes. Archbishop Bainomugisa preaches healing, reconciliation and unity after polls. And now 2 dead, others missing after maize struck plunges into Karuma. And our news in detail. And now the Masaka Grade 1 Chief Magistrate's Court has ordered the full recount of votes for the Kalungu East parliamentary seat following an application by former Minister Vicente Bamulanga Sempija, who is challenging the outcome of the recently concluded election. In a ruling delivered to the Chief Magistrate Albert Asimwe, directed that the recount be conducted today starting at 3 p.m., covering the entire Kalungu East constituency. The seat was declared won by National Unity Platform candidate Yusufu Nkeri Tanyi, who pulled 15,437 votes, defeating National Resistance Movement candidate Sempija, who garnered 13,298 votes, a margin of 2,641 votes. Sempija, through his lawyers, had petitioned the court seeking a recount limited to Bukulu sub-county and the Lukaya Town Council, citing alleged irregularities at 11 polling stations. However, the magistrate ruled that the constituency-wide recount was necessary to ensure transparency and to allow all candidates to be satisfied with the outcome of the election held on January 15th, 2026. And now the decision immediately drew objections from Nkere Ntanyi's legal team. Lawyers representing Nkere Ntanyi, led by Samuel Moyinzi, raised a preliminary objection urging the statutory timeline with which the court was required to hear and rule on the recount application had already elapsed, rendering the application invalid. However, Simon Kasangaki, representing Sempijo, opposed the objection, arguing that the lapse was only apparent on a paper. Moving on, security has arrested a man who threatened to harm supporters of ruling National Resistance Movement ahead of the January 15th general elections. Yesterday, Chief of Defense Forces General Mhozi Kainerugaba confirmed that the arrest of the individual, whose details are yet to be disclosed, whom General Mhozi described as a terrorist. According to the social media clips, the man recorded himself on TikTok, urging Ugandans to participate in a protest vote. The call was linked to the slogan popularized by the National Unity Platform President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, also known as Bob Wine, which encouraged voters to reject the ruling party at the polls as a form of political protest. In the video, the suspect threatened to track down NRM supporters in their homes and inflict harm on them. He also warned that the business operating during a planned protest could be targeted. And days after the video went viral, General Mhozi, in his posted on the X, formerly Twitter, has confirmed the arrest of the suspect and he is going to pay for his crimes. The man joins several other TikTok users who have refaced his arrests over hate speech and spreading false information, including Edison Semugenyi, 20, who was last month 6 months in prison after pleading guilty of spreading false information on TikTok, and Edward Mwebwa was charged in 2024, among others. The Archbishop of Mbarara Ecclesiastical Province, His Grace Lambati Beinomugisha, has called for healing, reconciliation, and renewed national unity following Uganda's 2026 general elections. The Archbishop made the remarks today while speaking to the thousands of Christians who had gathered at Katoosa Matters Villa in Chenjojo district to commemorate St. Adolfo Tibeyalirwa. This year's commemoration was held under the theme, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged," from Joshua verse 1, chapter 9. During the commemorative mass, the Archbishop thanked God for guiding the country peacefully through the electoral process, and he urged Ugandans to embrace a dialogue, forgiveness, and cooperation for the good of the nation. The Archbishop Bainomugisa also appreciated the government for gazetting the shrine as the tourism site and supporting its development. BRITOP FM speaking to Bishop Bainomugisa.
This pilgrimage has taken place at an important moment in the life of our nation. We as a country have gone through general elections, a period that often brings anxiety, tension, and division, but also joy. And as people of faith, as we recognize the continued need for healing, reconciliation, and renewed commitment to the common good, I want to thank the government for gazetting this place as a pilgrimage and tourism site.
And now Tibeyalirwa, also known as Ludigo Mukasa, is one of the 22 Catholic martyrs who were killed on the orders of Kabaka Mwanga for refusing to renounce their Christian faith. Tibeyalirwa was a native of Mweru in Katoosa, Chenjojo district. The Uganda Episcopal Conference authorized the Fort Portal Diocese to hold an Independent Martyrs Day celebration. Moving on, police have arrested 5 suspects in the connection with a series of aggravated robberies in the Kampala metropolitan policing area and recovered 3 firearms, security authorities have said. The arrests were made during an intelligence-led operation conducted between January 24th and 27th, 2026 in Kitty's zone, Kirinya Parisi, Yogerere Division, Wakiso District. The suspects were identified as Amuthairwe Robinson, a discharged former army personnel, Okello Daniel, a security guard attached to Fort Bed, Kasango Arafat, Luirika Joseph Innocent, and Alfonso Daniel, according to Kampala Metropolitan Police spokesperson ASP Rachel Kawala. Officers recovered 3 guns and 3 magazines during the operation, along with the other exhibits. And now Kawala said following interrogation, the suspects confessed to their involvement in the murder of the ASP Evaganda Emmanuel, the officer in charge of Ntawo, who was shot dead on November 23rd, 2025 at about 10 a.m. While on patrol along the Ntawa Nyenje Road in Ntawo Cell, Mukono Central Division, Mukono District. Police said the suspects also confessed of participating in several aggravated robberies, particularly mobile money robberies within the Kampala metropolitan area. Kawala said the investigations are ongoing to identify and arrest the additional suspects believed to be connected to the crimes. Moving on, 2 people have been confirmed dead after a maize truck plugged into River Nile at Karuma Bridge yesterday evening at around 7 p.m. while the other remains missing. Police have said the truck, a Fuso vehicle, was reportedly transporting maize from Lera Obaro in Bobi sub-county, Nwoyo district to Kololo in Kiriandongo district. Failed to stop at the roadblock at Karuma Junction before going over the bridge. West Region Police spokesperson David Ogomo Mundog earlier said the driver registration the truck registration number UAY 284Q is suspected to have been intoxicated. The truck reportedly had about 7 occupants, including the driver, while the others were loaders and all residents of Lelaboro Trading Center in the Amuru district. Authorities continue to search for the missing occupants and have urged the motorcycle to exercise caution while crossing the bridge. Now speaking to the reporters, Traffic Police spokesperson Michael Kananura said the number of confirmed deaths is now 2, although the search for missing occupants continues as the toll could rise. Susan Kataike, head of communications at the Ministry of Works and Transport, said that the bridge itself suffered minimal damage. However, it is safety features including humps, rumble trims, signage, and guard rails remain intact. Minutes after 8 p.m., our dear listener. Before I end the news, allow me to take the top stories once again. Court orders full recount of Kalungu East parliamentary votes. Archbishop Obaino Mugisa preaches healing, reconciliation and unity after polls. 2 dead, the others are missing after maize truck plunges into Karuma Bridge. That's all I had for you this evening. Stay tuned to BRITOP FM Radio. Evening Drive continues with Chairman and Joachim. Good night.
That was the news in English on 98.0 BRITOP FM.
It's 98.0.
Elements, the new package, available from
BRITOP Radio, 98 FM. It's 98.0.
Elements, the new package, available from
BRITOP Radio, 98 FM.
Chena na mnana katonyeza 0 BRITOP FM Notsanga omtauni ya Chegegu.
umushinja mutahi wanje amakaga ugatakashenyuka ahabwo kugira ngo tugurire mukazo mwenda reka kwanjurire aba expert tailors abo kushanga mutaburi ya cegegwa opposite na Don Petrol Station nibakora kandi baguza suits z'abasheisha kahunda suits empare amasati ebitenje gomesi suits z'abacara yemishanana yabihindi amatayi hamwe na suits z'abana rero uniform z'abamashomero ezikozire na nezitakozire nibaguze biharani kenwasi ehuzi makazi hamwe na linings bayine designs z'ebitenje hamwe na za zipu iwe no na stifu MCP kandi suit kariyazi bayine ne charane cha finishing rero abarwaye n'amasuit gahwire nogura ojwariraho bayine n'ubundi buhereza bwona aha kabeyi karungi mbwe no kumanya biri kushiraho tera 082 ishaje na mushanju 931 ninga 052 ishaje na mushanju 931 ugambe na director omwami tukundane Wilba.
Yeah, we knew you'd be back.
This is the voice. BRITOP Radio.
Profound experience.
Ronnie boy na 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 na. Uli wenkulo wazako mukwano. Oh, why you? Why you? Why you? Why you? Why you? Oh, I got love for you, love for you. Hey, uli ni mukwano, ukwakabi yo. From the bottom of my heart, I love you, I love you, I love you. You're the best in Africa, you're the best in this land, baby. Wagala nyo tonjiwa, 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 tonjiwa. Uli wenkulo wazako mukwano. Oh, why you? Why you? Why you? Why you? Why you? Enough is enough. Utwale wa mama ne papa. Kulaba muka kondo. Kakondo, kakondo, kumbaga. Yeah, yeah. You want in a million to go over this. Paleke mu race. You're better than the rest. Better than the rest. Na 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 na. Uli wenkulo wazako mukwano. Oh, why you? Why you? Why you? Why you? Why you? Oh, my wife, nakupenda sana. Sembera nkukwateko, obasinga nyo. From the bottom of my heart, I love you, I love you, I love you. You're the best in Africa, you're the best in this land, baby. Wagala nyo tonjiwa, 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 tonjiwa. Uli wenkulo wazako mukwano. Oh, why you? Why you?
Chena na mnana katonyeza 0 BRITOP FM notsanga omtauni ya chegegwa.
Abalipe hawasoni eno tulibo kulima ebicholi tukatunga sente nyamwingi muno obu tukonyeza ensigo eya magoba seeds ensigo eno nungi muno negumene mbere yobwire bwona kandi obu neheke ebicholi bibiri rundiki bisatu netekamu enjuma enungi muno esaize nkota muno kandi obu zikulemera kandi tekumara garumbwa bihuka eresirwe aba Toro Agro Inputs bakwataniza na kampuni eya Home Harvest hamwe ensigo eya nyanya eya Polo ensigo za nyanya zinu nungi muno niziteka ebijuma birungi muno nazo nizigumire mbere yobwire kandi burukika cyitaka lyona nozibyaraho hamwe ensigo ya kabeji eya Delta F1 ensigo nungi muno hanyuma ni zero bwire butayito ensigo zinu eza ebisholi ebya magoba seeds ensigo zenyanya eya Polo hamuna eya kabeji eya Delta F1 nizitundibwa abatoro Agro Inputs mutawuni echegegwa abyapa amagenda kasambya hamuna amaduka gona agarukutunde byebirime kaguza 0 mukaga nkaga nsani isatu kinana ibiri hamuna 0 munana mukaga abina mukaga nsanju kinana isatu hamuna 0 ibiri 0 ina asuna isatu asuna isatu munyani wange akwana kulima oboyeza tomuha gambagambire kiyama government rikumanya kirimpa
twali baisemo twe mu cyurugendo